Hey guys, I'm Becky and welcome back to my channel. So today we're just going to be taking a look at water service line coverage and if it's something that you actually need. So a couple months ago I received a notice in the mail from my local water provider, and the notice was identified as a important responsibility message, which a requested 30-day response on. Noticeably, did not get back to them, didn't really look into it the first time. And then a month or so later, I got another notice that requested the exact same information. And then just a couple weeks ago, I got my third notice that was pushing the exact same information. And those repeated notices really caught my attention. So the notices offer an optional water service line coverage with a third-party company that partners directly with my water company here. So the notice outlined a $7,000 annual coverage for any repairs or service calls or costs that deal with the water line. Then it also mentioned that the average cost to replace a water service line was only $2,600. Then I learned something really important. The water line on your property belongs to the homeowner, meaning that everything that's going from mine to the street belongs to me, and it's my responsibility to cover any costs and repairs that might happen until it reaches that street. If the water line were to break in the middle of public property owned by the city or the county, then it's on their bill. But if it's on my side of the fence, it's on me. Which really made me wonder, how often do these water lines need to be replaced? So I did some research, and according to HomeAdvisor.com, water main service lines last for 50 years, and then some more, depending on what type of material is used to make the line. So once every 50 years really isn't that bad. Then I did some more research. What is the average cost for simple repairs, and how long does it take? So it typically takes a full day for someone to come out and do any repairs to the water line because they're going to have to dig in and get to it. And it's going to cost more on weekends and holidays, just like every other service. So here's a simple breakdown of the different repairs that you could see. So you have the shutoff valve repair, the cracked or leaking pipe repair, and broken and corroded pipes, averaging from $150 to $5,000 on the very high end. Then we go back to the coverage that this is offering, and that's a $7,000 annually to cover any expenses they have. So it broke it down by a monthly rate of the service coverage of $5.99 a month. And it offered 50% off for the first year, making that $2.99 a month for the first 12 months. Now remember, a water line can last for more than 50 years. The average cost to repair a broken pipe is $2,600, and the cost for 50 years of this coverage is $3,558. So then I'm asking myself, could this coverage be beneficial to have? Yeah, depending on the homeowner's situation. If the household is heavily in debt, or they don't have an established emergency fund and they don't have anything in case an emergency happens, this could be a good tool for them to use until they get that built up. But am I planning on getting the coverage? Nope. And here's why. The monthly coverage cost invested in the stock market with just an average return of 4% annually would lead to $7,625 made in interest off of that in those same 50 years. Then you factor in the $5.99 a month that you weren't paying on the coverage, the initial principal investment amount each month, and that number jumps to $11,183 in 50 years. Now this is being really conservative because the average stock market return is 6 to 7%, so we're on the low scale with this. Then you subtract the repair cost if your water line were to break in the 50-year time frame, and that would actually lead to a gain of $8,583. So even if, worst case scenario, the water line breaks and you have to repair it, and you've invested that money, you will still have made more money than if you had just had the coverage. So with a healthy emergency fund and a budget in place, there's really no need for you or for me to have this water service line coverage. You can invest the same amount of money for the coverage into the stock market or bonds or whatever it might look like, and have a return on that with enough money left over to cover any repairs or maintenance or emergency situations you might run into with your water line. So depending on your own financial situation, You can make the choice that is best for you, your home, and your own family. See you next time, guys.